Hey, gorgeous. Need a hand? I've never seen anyone actually annotate their textbook. Is this color-coded? You're going to have to give me some pointers. If I was this organized, I wouldn't feel so bad about falling asleep in class. Hey, what's the rush? There's no way you're this excited to go to your next class. If I give your book back now, you're going to leave before we can talk. How about you tell me what classroom you're headed to, and I carry it there instead? That'll give us time to chat. No? You want me to carry you then? I don't mind. I thought so. Been a while since we got to talk. How have you been? Class is going okay? Yeah, I get that. I know new semesters are rough at the start, but it's way worse in college. I think it's because we spent so much time going over the rubric the first day of class. It makes it feel like everything's due by Friday. Then again, if you can stay awake during morning classes, keeping on top of assignments is probably a walk in the park for you. Look, I didn't want to put you on the spot, but have you been avoiding me? Actually, no. That's a stupid question. I know you've been avoiding me. I should be asking why, but I think I know that too. You're a bad liar, gorgeous. But even if you weren't, I wouldn't believe you. How many times this week did you pretend you didn't hear me calling you? Or tell me you were busy when I did manage to catch you? Do you even remember? 'Cause I do. It was a lot. The only reason you're talking to me now is because I'm holding your textbook hostage. Did you think I was doing it to be funny? I'm honestly glad it worked. My next plan was breaking into your dorm. Look, if this is about what happened in the library, I'm sorry, alright? I thought we were on the same page. But if I went too far, then Wait, embarrassed? What do you mean, embarrassed? You've gotta be fucking. Are you serious? That's it. I mean, I've been going crazy all week thinking you hated me, or were scared of me, or that you weren't into guys and didn't know how to tell me. My roommate offered me an edible last night because he thinks I'm going through a withdrawal. And this whole time, you just got embarrassed at the library, went back to the dorm early, and then got too embarrassed about ditching me to talk to me after? No, I'm not mad. I mean, sure, I was a little disappointed when you didn't show up and a little worried you were hiding with someone else somewhere. But I get it. I know I have that effect on people. Hey, it's fine. You don't need to get embarrassed about it. I wasn't there to give you a hand, so you had to do it yourself. And if your roommate was still in the library, it means you had the dorm to yourself. So you didn't need to worry about being too loud when you. Okay, geez. My bad for assuming you'd want some privacy. Puppies got teeth. Here, I thought you were all bark and no bite. I don't mind. It's cute. Seriously, though, don't do this again. I'm not mad, and I'm glad you didn't actually hate me. But just say something next time. The silent treatment is killer. Apology accepted, gorgeous. Hey, since you're not mad at me, you want to hang out and study this weekend? Something tells me you have better notes than I do, and I want to keep up in this class. Besides, I missed you. Library's good, but I was thinking your dorm would be better. Or mine, if you want. My roommate's out for the weekend, so we'd have it to ourselves. Yours is too? Sweet. I guess this is where I've gotta leave you. Your dorm tomorrow, then. Perfect. Just text me a time and your favorite snacks, gorgeous. I'll be there. Hmm? What is it? Yeah, you told me where your class was. How else would I know where to take you? Damn. I hope you don't dress like this for everyone you study with. I might get jealous. Yeah, I know they're just sweats. You still look great in them. Then again, you'd look great in anything. What would I rather have you wear when you study with other people? Why do you need to know? Don't tell me you're already studying around. I thought we had something special. Yeah, I guess being your first is pretty special. If I have it my way, though, I'll be your only. Where do you want the snacks? Gotcha. So, this is your room. It's cute. And your bed's comfy, too. Good to know. It's good to know because we're going to be spending a lot of time on it, gorgeous. You're worth getting a bad back for, but that doesn't mean I want one. Yeah, we're not both gonna fit at your desk. And something tells me you weren't planning to study on the floor. You look disappointed. Did you think I meant something other than studying when I said we'd be spending time on your bed? Because if you did, I'm not. Okay. You're right. We came here to study. You can put the pillows down. I'll dial it back. A bit. Wasn't sure how you wanted to do this, but I've got the flashcards he linked for us this unit. Want to start there? We can use your notes after if we need to. How about you go first? Show me how a good student does it. All right, first one's easy enough. Define learning. That's right. How about associative learning? Right again. Next is classical conditioning. Actually, you mind if I try this one instead? I think I have a good example. Perfect. Remember the closet? A few words and you start squirming. You learn quick, gorgeous. Classical conditioning is when something learns to react according to stimuli. For you, it means you get flustered when you think about the closet. Simple. Oh, you want to read the cards now? Sure. I probably need this more than you anyway. Generalization? Oh, I remember. It's how once you've learned a response, you can have it in response to similar stimuli. So, like, if you get flustered whenever you think about the closet, you might get flustered thinking about us in other places together. An empty classroom, a car, on your bed. Discrimination is the opposite. It's being able to tell the difference between stimuli and only respond to the conditioned one, which is something you better know how to do. I don't want you reacting like this if you share a closet with someone else. Operant conditioning is when you either strengthen or weaken a response based on how you respond to it. Easy. What? Are you waiting for me to say something else? That's right. I did mention the closet for the others, and you expected me to do it again. That's classical conditioning at work, gorgeous. Hey, hey, I was just applying what I learned. I need it if I'm gonna remember this. We're not all perfect students like you. Speaking of, you never told me if I got operant conditioning right or not. Did I? You want an example for this one too? Are you sure? We might not get a lot of studying done if I do. The example I'm thinking of is pretty in depth. If you're sure, then come over here and sit in my lap. We'll make it a hands-on lesson to really make sure it sticks. Operant conditioning has two parts: reinforcers and punishers. Basically, rewarding behavior you want and punishing behavior you don't. If you do it right, the person, sorry, the subject you're training will naturally perform more of the preferred behavior. For example, let's say you were my subject and the behavior I was hoping to get was, you know what? I'm not gonna say it. If you know what I want, it might mess up the data. No buts. Give me my phone. I'm gonna quiz you again. Yes, this is still part of the example. You think I'd lie to you. Thank you. I promise I know exactly what I'm doing. Neither of us is gonna forget this once I'm done. Alright, we'll start easy. Define acquisition. That's right. Good job, gorgeous. Now, how about operant chamber? Do you know what that means? No? Come on. I thought you paid attention in class. Maybe you're not as good a student as I thought. And you know what happens to bad students, right? They get punished. Next question. What's the difference between partial and continuous reinforcement? You don't know again. I'd better explain it to you then. Partial reinforcement is when you only reinforce the behavior sometimes, and continuous is when you reinforce it consistently. So me biting you like that because you got it wrong, that's continuous reinforcement. Oh, so you don't know the difference between partial and continuous, but you know the difference between reinforcement and punishment. If you're smart enough to know that, maybe you're getting these wrong on purpose. Maybe you want me to punish you. Is that it? Really? Prove it then. Get this next question right, and I'll know you're not doing this on purpose. What animal did Pavlov use for his experiments on classical conditioning? I'll give you a hint. You're panting like one right now. Ugh. Hey, you're gonna mess with the data if you push me down like this. I thought I was the one teaching. You wanna run a new test? All right, I'm game. What kind of test were you thinking? Test what it takes to get me to. Are you sure that's what you want, gorgeous? You want me to stop holding back? Shouldn't you at least know what happens when I do? Fuck it. To start, I stop letting you think you're the one in charge. If you want me to stop holding back, then you're gonna have to listen to me like a good dog. Next, I grab that scarf off your door and tie your hands over your head. Don't want you getting handsy. Oh no, not with me. There'll be plenty of time for you to get handsy with me, gorgeous. It's for you. Because let me tell you, once I get started, I'm going to take my time taking you apart. I don't want you getting ahead of yourself. You like the sound of that? I shouldn't be surprised after how you acted last time. You did ask me to ruin you. I wonder how long it would take for me to change your mind. How long I could tease you before you started begging. Before you started crying. Would you even be able to talk at that point? Would you be able to think of anything other than me and how badly you want me to tip you over the edge? Or maybe you do know what you're saying. Maybe you know exactly what I'd do to you and you still want that. Maybe you are a desperate little puppy deep down, just waiting for someone to put you on a leash. Don't worry, I'll get to that, but not before I... Fuck's sake. I thought you said your roommate was gone for the weekend. Hey. Tobias, actually, but close enough. I'm in the dorm next door. Nice to meet you. Yeah, we were studying. We have the same psych class. Good fucking riddance. They seem nice. It's good that they care about whether or not you're okay when they hear someone else in your room. Most roommates wouldn't give a fuck. I think that's a good place as any to stop. If I keep this up, we're not gonna get any more studying done. It wouldn't be a bad thing for you, but not all of us can stay awake in class. I need to take what I can get. Sorry for calling it early. We should do this again sometime. I think you were right, though. We should do it in the library. Less distractions. Oh, you can keep the snacks. I've got plenty. What behavior was I? Oh, right. I wasn't trying to make you nervous about getting questions wrong. The only thing I was trying to teach you was to get flustered when I asked you a psych question. The whole reward and punishment thing was actually just two different rewards. What do you think? Did it work? I'll take that as a yes. You've really got to work on that lip bite if you want to lie to me, gorgeous. Make sure I'm the only one it works for, though. I don't think you'd like me when I'm jealous.